Guess what, guys? We saw another movie.
Yeah, it was called Free Fire.
And we watched it.
Free Fire.
And it was fucking awesome.
Alrighty, what's Free Fire about, Bailey?
Free Fire is about,
3 fires
gun
in San Diego. There's 3 fires going on, and we watch these firemen come to the rescue and put out the fires.
Free Fire is yet another movie by Ben Wheatley, and it feels really, really like close behind High Rise, which we saw, and we actually kind of dug High Rise.
Really enjoyed High Rise.
It's kind of a bizarre film, and it's abstract, and we don't know how much all of it works, but we enjoyed it at least, and that's what counts right now. But anyway, Free Fire is a film about a gun deal that goes horribly wrong. There's basically all these different players aligned with different kind of, well, some are aligned with they're there for themselves, some are with these different rival groups. I think it's I'm not even going to get into the politics behind it, but basically all you need to know is that this movie is pretty much like a hour-and-a-half shootout. And it sustained it the entire time for us. Like, who does this movie star, basically?
It's got Brie Larson, it's got...
I am really sick right now, by the way, guys. Who does it star?
It's got Brie Larson, Cillian Murphy, Armie Hammer, Sholto Copley, and...
Jack Rayner?
Jack Rayner, that's the one I was thinking of.
And a couple of other actors you'll have seen around in different things. And basically, this film is kind of had a mixed response when it first got released. And like, I don't really know what other people were getting from this because I can't understand, like, our theater was just absolutely uproaring with laughter the entire time. Everyone that saw it was absolutely loving it. This is one of those movies that's not deep, it's not complex, it's just really down the line. This movie is basically just a bunch of really kind of bizarre people shooting at each other for 90 minutes. And it's all about in-the-moment entertainment. You don't walk out of this movie and break it down in any other sense other than the technical of how it was assembled. This is a really inconsequential movie. But in terms of movies that you go and get bang for your buck, you're entertained for the duration, you go home and you're smiling, I guess, I am completely satisfied by what we saw.
110%, and it was just so goddamn much fun. Like, I really do struggle to see how people can't enjoy this film.
I instantly walked out of it and I was like, I want my whole family to watch it. I want everyone I know to go and watch this. It was so much fun.
And I think it's going to grow an audience over time because it is a little indie and it has only had a small release. But I feel the general consensus from people that have watched it do really kind of get behind it because it is so much fun. And when you tap into the fact this film is pretty much just in third act mode the entire time,
yes,
about like just, you know, guys and girls just fighting one another, then you're just gonna have fun with that.
It's got a really, really tense setup where all the people, you're like, oh, this person's gonna cross over with this person, this is gonna cross over this way, and all these different characters that don't know each other but do know each other, and it just makes up for a really, really tense setup. And then once the bullets start flying, allegiances change and the dynamics are constantly shifting, and it was enough to just sustain the film's duration, the entire time just being really enthralling and absorbing, and there's no real kind of payoff to any of it at the end. It's just the case of in the moment. I didn't know what was going to happen next. It was always taking me by surprise, and every single death that kind of happened or it was satisfying or upsetting in some relevant way.
100%. And when you look behind the curtain and like you look at the technical team and Ben Wheatley and what they've created here, I just have so goddamn much respect for them, because to pull a film off like this and for us to just walk out entertained and not even think about anything is like, that's their job done, because the editing here is absolutely outstanding. The sound editing across the board, the actual editing of the film, the way it's paced, the way it's shot.
You can keep track of everything.
The geography of scene. I mean, Ben Wheatley definitely did geography in high school. Because, my God, this guy everything was planned out, and I did read that he actually planned out the facility in which they shot this in. He planned it out on like a drawing board or something, and he built models, and it shows because everything is so well choreographed.
Yeah, you don't really miss a beat, and if you did it's because in that exact moment all characters are confused, so you're not too sure where the bullets are coming from. But as soon as it comes down to this person is firing at this person is firing at this person, it just completely works. And we gotta say as well, the dialogue is really, really witty. While the performers are kind of just all there to have fun, I was really, really digging all of the characters. I'd almost put this film down to being like a really fast-paced Hateful Eight as such. Like, it's almost that type of thing. I just felt like all these characters were spitting out really, really great banter all the time. And if there's a channel that's gonna love that, it's this one. I have never made that joke before, funnily enough. And I didn't even know if that was a joke, which is relevant. Yeah, let's continue.
And the soundtrack for this film as well, as much as it's not really there, it is absolutely fantastic because it's both...
it is there.
It is there, and like when it's actually used in the film and it's
Like
diegetic.
yeah, so
and
in the scene.
Yeah, it is just, it's incredible. I mean, this film is just so good.
It's just really, really cool, and I guess that's the thing. It's just one of those movies that I honestly say, like, you get a bunch of friends together, it is a great movie to watch with a bunch of people, just having like a laugh out loud time, just be super entertained, and then you can switch off after it's done. You'll be like, hey, that was fun. I may or may not watch it again, but I had fun while watching it, and that is what matters.
It's the type of film that you have on your shelf, and you go to someone, have you seen that? And you're like, no, and you're like, yes, let's put it on and watch it
like
right now.
That's what type of movie it is. So I am interested to hear if any of you guys out there have seen it. I'm interested to hear your thoughts, especially if you didn't dig the film. I want to know what your kind of reasons are. I'm not going to argue them because it's up to you, whatever, that's cool. But I'm curious as to see kind of what other people out there thought of this movie. But for me, I absolutely loved it. I would definitely watch it again. And yeah, for me, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10.
And for me, I'm going to give this one an 8.8 out of 10. Hell of a time. Check it out. Free Fire.
That was really close to my score.
But it was just below.
Yeah. Well,
8 below.
8 Below, inspired by a true story.
So that was our Free Fire review of Free Fire. Have you seen it yet?
Did you like
Did
it?
you hate
Did
it?
you like this video?
Of course you did.
Crave more banter.
If so, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right there somewhere.
And check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, all at Breaking Banter because it's free. Fire at that.